Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a little flip through of these three adorable little journals. They're mostly undecorated on the inside, so I'll just go through them quickly. So let's start with this cute cowgirl. And first of all, the insides are all very similar, but each one on the outside is decorated a little bit differently. This image and the other image that I used on another journal are from the Graphics Fairy, and I will link that website below because they have a lot of copyright-free images that anyone can use, and they also have a premium membership for more photos and other great things that you can sign up for if you're interested in that. But anyway, I love this image, and I used a I guess this is a doily. I call everything pretty much a doily. It's crocheted, and then it has this linen fabric on the cover. And underneath that, I have like a canvasy fabric to cover that, you know, to be underneath this part. Okay, so the inside of this one has three signatures. Each one has a little pocket like this, and I did tuck a few things into these pockets here and there. This is a little tag that I have in there. This is the first signature. I used a lot of tea-dyed papers, and these are doilies, of course. Book pages, tea-dyed. I did add a little bit of fabric to the inside just to add a little bit of decorating, but other than that, they don't have any other decorations. I have some map pages, some book pages, tea-dyed paper, more book pages. I also included some eco-dyed paper that I love how it looks. It's the center of that signature, more of the tea-dyed paper, book page, fabric, some recent ledger paper, more doily. This is the end of the first signature, and it has a little pocket tuck spot there. Second signature. This is just some brown paper that I put paint on. I use a lot to use up my extra paint, and then I can use them in journals. Fabric. This is a little envelope, and tuck something in there. More book page. And this is, oh no, almost. This is the center. This is some onion skin or tracing paper that I tea-dyed. More of the eco-dyed paper. Okay, here's the center. And in the center of this signature, I just attached some charms. That's what they're called. And it's the rest of crinkly paper, the rest of the pages, and that signature. I cut the other side of this envelope so it can be also used as a pocket. Excuse me. On the end of this signature has a little tuck spot pocket as well, and this is the third signature. Some more eco-dyed paper. Index card that I tea-dyed, some more fabric sewn on, brown paper. This is some rusty paper I made. I was just experimenting, and I like the way it came out. I did add some sprays to some of these papers to just add a little bit of color to it. Excuse me. More tea-dyed paper. This type of paper is from a book. I don't know if you can see my hand through there. That my kids had a long time ago, but they didn't really use it. I thought it would be fun for them because you're supposed to color, you know, this in, and it's sort of like a stained glass effect, I guess you'd call it. But they didn't use it, so now I've been using some for making journals. There's the middle of that signature. And more rusty paper. That brown paper, more fabric, sheet music. There's more of that eco-dyed paper. And the end of that signature, I made a little hole in a couple of these at the top just to attach a ribbon there that would you know, kind of show up at the top there and look cute. And then this is the little back pocket, and I just put a little envelope and a miscellaneous paper. So that's that one. And now let's do this one, which is, doesn't have a vintage picture on it. Let's try to get it in the middle here. Instead, I attached a piece of, I don't know what this is called. I just call everything a doily. I know it's not a doily. And a pretty flower. And then on this one, I decided to fancy it up a little more. And I put 2 eyelets in, and then this Sari silk ribbon, just to make it look, prettier. I have this pom-pom fringe on the cover, and then this one has 2 signatures, and again, some papers tucked in to the cover. This is a vintage postcard in a sort of different shape that I think is cool. This one I added a tag, and these tags I made with pressed plants and flowers, and then decorated them, attached them to the tag. And this one in the inside is again very, very similar to the other journals, the inside papers I used. So I won't go through every single thing. This is some paper that I was goofing around making, experimenting with marbling using shaving cream. If anybody's ever tried that, it's kind of fun. And I thought that was a cool paper. There's a little envelope again. I decorated this tea dyed paper with some, I used a lace and sprayed through it, and I was just trying it out, and I thought it looked really cool. Here's the center of that signature, and I attached these 2 little charms. There's the envelope and more fabric, architectural paper, more eco-dyed paper, and a pocket at the end of this signature. And then we start, that's a ribbon, the second signature. Here's another tag I made with some pressed flowers. Doily, this is wallpaper. It's textured, and I think it's called paintable wallpaper, if I'm not mistaken, because you obviously can put it on your wall and then paint it. But I just think it makes a pretty texture too. And some of that onion skin tracing paper, some more of that eco-dyed paper. Someday I'm going to make a video about how I do the eco-dyeing. This is more of the rest paper that I sprayed on to fancy it up. And this is more eco-dyeing, and this is on my vintage ledger paper that I love to use. It's 1905 ledger paper. More book pages, a time card. That's mixed media paper. Here's the center of that signature, and I added 2 little charms to that one. And then we go through the papers from the other side, same ones. Look at that rust. And more eco-dyeing, more onion skin paper, more paper, fabric. And this is the end of the signature, and I added some papers in there. And the back little pocket has a little envelope tucked in there just to look cute. And that's that journal. And then finally we have this little cutie pie. I just love that image. I love that little girl. And I added the word "sprinkle it with fabulous." So again, I used a vintage linen-y doily thing on the cover. And this one has 3 signatures, as you can see there. And pom-pom fringe. A pocket on the inside with a tag. Here's the first signature. Some ribbon there. Some more of that rusty paper. Matte paper, brown paper, tea dyed. experimental paper, doily dictionary paper. It's an index card, more eco dyeing. It's the center of that signature. More fabric. Some more rusty paper. And that's the end of that signature. There's a little tuck spot there. Second signature. Some vintage dictionary paper and some fabric. This is the rusty paper. I added more spray on this particular piece, I guess. And some more of that crinkly paper. Book page, map, 1905 accounting ledger. This is the center of the signature, and I added these 3 charms there. Oops. And more the same, really. I'll just go through this fairly quickly. Get that rust. And that's the end of that signature with a little tuck spot in there. That's the 3rd signature start. And I have more of that delicious rusty paper. I love the way that turned out. I'm going to have to do that again because I think I've used it all up now. More eco dyeing, sheet music. This is more of that paper you can color on, and it's kind of see-through. It feels also a little bit, I want to say plasticky, but it's not plastic either. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. And there's the center of that one. And just we have the same sort of papers. Look at that beautiful eco dyeing. I love the way that turned out. And the rest of my papers, more fabric, and that's the end of that. Little tuck spot and another little envelope. Miscellaneous paper tucked in there. And that is the end of that. So if you're interested in looking at these journals, they are available in my Etsy shop, which I will link below. And I thank you for watching. Have a great day.